Hello everybody and welcome back to WWE Universe. I am your host Jitch and you are watching Monday Night Raw.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the World Tag Team Champions, the man they call Vader and Kevin Nash, the Power Trip.
Power Trip, the World Tag Team Champions of Raw, one of the most indestructible forces I think I've ever seen in the likes of tag team wrestling, have been challenged here tonight to once again set foot in the ring with a tag team that really stepped up to the plate a couple weeks back. I'm talking about the Disciples of Darkness. Disciples of Darkness say, yeah, okay, they retain the World Tag Team Championships against us, but they haven't defeated us in a rubber match. At the moment, our score is 1-1. We can beat them again. I think we deserve a shot at Over the Limit next Sunday. So we'll see if the Disciples of Darkness can get another World Tag Team Championship opportunity. They did defeat Jinder Mahal and the Great Khali, which honestly I found to be a very surprising and impressive outcome in that match. I am still a little bit sick since yesterday's recording of SmackDown. I just couldn't stay away. I really wanted to do more. I'll be honest, I just really wanted to do more. I don't think my cough's as bad at the moment. We recorded some SmackDown vs. Raw later on in the day, and that ended up going okay. So I think I'm doing a little better. I've got the sniffs at the moment, but other than that, I think I'm doing a little better. I just really wanted to do more. Please, can we actually see Jetstar for this match? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do something about his character. Clearly. I'm really hoping that he'll actually be himself this time and not enveloped in the darkness once again. Ah, there he is! Thank goodness. That was just that was just how we were starting the series, I guess. We just wanted to start on a glitch. Right now, the Disciples of Darkness becoming a pretty important factor here on Monday nights, I gotta say. And I respect it for what it is. You know, they've picked up some pretty important victories just lately. As I say, this move to Raw has done wonders for them, considering this is where they started out. It's interesting that the time away and the draft back seems to have really improved their abilities. It's like they learned some things and now they're applying them. I don't really know how else to put it. Of course, don't underestimate the Power Trip. This is a hell of a tag team they're up against. Kevin Nash and Vader are no joke.
That suplex was picture perfect.
Coming up tonight on Raw, for anyone who's curious, of course, with Over the Limit just 13 days away, 2 weeks away, we are looking forward to what is going to be happening at this first ever Raw exclusive pay-per-view. We have been told that there are some big matches with big implications coming up tonight. One match that is confirmed for Over the Limit is the Women's Championship being on the line, a one-on-one rematch between Kelly Kelly and Natalya. After Kelly Kelly got a surprise submission victory over Natalya, she will be facing off against the Women's Champion next Sunday at Over the Limit. We'll be finding out who will be facing off against John Cena for the WWE Championship. Initially, as you know, Kane kind of crashed the WWE Championship matchup between Randy Orton and Cena that was supposed to take place last week in the season premiere of Raw. And so tonight we're going to be seeing Kane up against Randy Orton one-on-one. The winner will be facing John Cena for the WWE Championship in just 13 days. John Cena's WWE Championship reign already, I've got to say, a serious risk of coming to an end nice and early if this does in fact pay off. It's going to be an interesting situation, no doubt about it. Randy Orton and Kane one-on-one. This new Kane, I don't know how beatable he's going to be. I'm sure Randy Orton's going to try and find a way. We'll see how that pays off in tonight's main event, though, I suppose. It's good to see Kane back, but man, he's definitely made his mark in his first night back. We've also got coming your way tonight a one-on-one match. Last week, The Miz stole the spot of Justin Gabriel. Apparently, Gabriel was ambushed backstage. Slater and Brie found him in that status No one knows exactly what happened, but we have a good guess that it was The Miz based on the fact he stole Gabriel's slot in the championship scramble and won the Intercontinental Championship. Well, tonight, The Miz has to be a man of at least slight honor, as he is going to be going one-on-one with Justin Gabriel. If Gabriel is able to defeat The Miz, then Gabriel will be getting an Intercontinental Championship opportunity at Over the Limit. If not, a new contender will be determined next week on Raw. Same goes for this tag team matchup here. If the Disciples of Darkness can defeat the World Tag Team Champions of the Power Trip, they will be the contenders for Over the Limit, but if they fail to defeat the Power Trip, then there will be a new contender determined in a tag team matchup next week, giving some other tag teams some opportunities. And I believe I've covered everything on the show tonight. This match. Oh, and we're going to be seeing some women's action following this match, as Tiny Shiny and Trish Stratus will be going one-on-one with each other. I'm trying to really use more of the division. The game booked this match, and I just thought, hey, that sounds really good. And also, the light heavyweight champion Zack Ryder, following his brutal beatdown on Shane McMahon last week in the season premiere, he's going to be going one-on-one with a brand new light heavyweight here tonight. McMahon says that he wishes Zack Ryder the best of luck in this situation, so another new face appearing on Raw later on in the night. Last week we saw some great debuts. Jinder Mahal, the Great Khali, Bret Hart, British Bulldog, Shane McMahon as well, let's not forget. Didn't exactly get off to a great start, but he's the son of Mr. McMahon, and he's an active competitor. That's going to be an interesting addition to the Raw roster, I gotta say.
Oh, what a whip! Rattling every fiber of his being. Chester controlling the arm. Chester.
These two tag teams seem pretty evenly matched. Say this rubber match is all important. You know, obviously we've seen the Disciples of Darkness defeat the Power Trip in a huge upset. We've also seen the Power Trip successfully dominate and destroy the Disciples of Darkness in a tag team title defense 2 weeks ago. Yeah, okay, this is the third time we've seen this match on Raw, but it's got some serious implications ahead of it. Tag team division on Raw really heating up with these two teams at the forefront. Great teamwork between Jetstar and Nemesis in this one. I feel like we've seen more Kevin Nash than Vader in this match. I don't know whether that's a effective choice of theirs or what. We know that that's kind of been their style. You know, you can wear down one, but you've worn yourself out in the process, and it's taken both of them to wear that one down. So you bring in the big man who's been waiting in the corner, and he's ready to go. Right hand to the gut of Nemesis as Vader is now in the match, just as I was talking about that. And Vader seems a little distracted. He kept staring off to the side there. Excuse me.
Spinebuster. That'll take its toll.
Leg and Vader. Oh man. Oh, saw the way he planted his foot on the upper thigh of, well, the lower thigh of Nemesis. That wasn't going to be good.
The Nightmare.
The Nightmare.
High elbow to the face. Oh, what a smack. You're in trouble now.
Big belly to belly.
Never want to make Vader mad. Oh, what a destructive counter from Vader. What an incredible splash.
By Vader. Looking to do here. Going off the second rope. Oh! Leg drop across the chest. And here comes Jinder Mahal. Clearly not forgotten about how his debut went last week. They're in a sledgehammer in the ring. What the hell is he doing? This is a very important match for the Disciples of Darkness right now. Holy shit! The Tiger Bomb connecting. But Vader instantly kicked out. That's the finishing move. And here comes Jinder. He's in the ring! We need order in this matchup. Jinder Mahal is in the ring. The referee got to his feet a little too quickly there. Not a lot Jinder could do. He's trying to distract, trying to do everything he can. Nemesis and Jetstar both very vocal about this. Demanding this guy gets out of here. The referee more concerned with Jetstar, who is in the ring right now and he shouldn't be. I feel like the Disciples of Darkness have been very unfairly disadvantaged in this match now. I'm really glad to see this play out, actually. We got a storyline on our hands, guys. A storyline. Jetstar and Jinder really going at it. Nemesis yelling at Jetstar to focus, and Vader just dumping him on the outside. Jinder Mahal got to be careful what he does here. He doesn't want to get the power trip disqualified. Put his hands on Nemesis. I don't think that's legal. Referee didn't see it. This has become 3-on-2. What's Vader doing here? Just throwing Jetstar around all over the outside of the ring. Again, Jinder went to do something there, but the referee's eyes are on him. He's got his eyes in the back of his head. He's constantly watching, making sure that referee doesn't see him doing anything. Okay, Vader, you're trying something here. Oh, big headbutt. Okay. Really trying something here, Vader. We got up to a count of 6. Jinder Mahal just really interrupting this matchup. What's he doing on the apron? Get off of the Disciples of Darkness' side of the ring. Nemesis just standing there screaming, "Get the hell out of here." Vader looks to be in serious trouble. Jinder is trying everything he can to cost the Disciples this matchup. I believe he's been kicked from ringside by the referee now. It might be too little too late. Vader looking for that big Vader bomb. Okay, he didn't go for the cover. Oh, okay. He's still looking out. He's still thinking about this. Yes, it appears Jinder Mahal has been kicked from ringside at long last. That's a relief. I was worried about how long he was going to be out here for. Good stuff set up in the corner. Be right back. The match is probably going to be lost and gone though. Well, it appears this match is still going, and it has really broken down. Into the ring goes Nemesis, Vader, and Jetstar, both looking pretty hurt. I don't really know who the legal man is right now. I believe it's still Jetstar and Vader. Oh, geez, no, not on the outside. Oh, good save by Nemesis. Well-timed kick there. Oh, no, not again. Not again. Nemesis, do something. Oh, okay. Well, that might very well put a finishing point on Jetstar in this match. I'm not really sure what's going on. As I say, this match is really broken down. There is some bad blood between the Power Trip and the Disciples of Darkness for sure. Okay, Vader once again taking Jetstar to the outside. I think I know exactly what he's trying to do. Thank you, Nash. Even if he is just going to throw him back out again. Thank you, Nash. I think we all know what he's trying to do. Vader just waiting on the inside, and Jetstar takes the opportunity to run on over to the corner and tag in Nemesis. I don't know what Vader was thinking. You alright there, Vader? Like hyping himself up.
Controlling the waist.
Serious disadvantage in terms of weight and size difference, but Nemesis and Jetstar have really made the best of that. I believe this is the second time that Vader has really let down the team of the Power Trip right now. As their initial loss to the Disciples of Darkness, it was Vader who hogged most of the match and caused the loss to take place, because it was exactly similar to what he's doing right now. He's just very fixated on very minor things like just hurting them with no real end goal.
Yeah, you're right. And I think the crash into that ring post summed that up.
Nemesis thrown into the corner. Big headbutt. He doesn't even have a fucking finisher. He just really wants to do the barricade break. Jetstar now throwing Vader into the corner. We saw Shane McMahon go through one of those last week on Raw. Zack Ryder really made that a new weapon. Zack Ryder innovated barricade breaks, of all people. The guy who comes out with his phone, doofy shades and a headband. Vader setting up for something big, maybe. Looks like we're finally getting back to the sport of wrestling in the ring. Nope, we are not. He is still trying to just throw him. Sling blade! The little taunt comes after it. Nice DDT. No serious impact in that DDT. I would not tag out if I were you. Okay. Jetstar has taken a hell of a beating, but sure. And Vader, oh boy. How many more of these is Jetstar gonna have to take? No, he doesn't want to win. He wants to hurt Jetstar. Oh boy. I told myself I wouldn't play the Disciples or Tiny Shiny's matches, and I gotta stand by that. So there's gonna be a lot of barricade breaks involving them, or at least attempts at them again and again. I have a feeling this match might just go to a time up, you know. Call me crazy, but I think that's where we're headed with this one.
How much more are you willing to pay to win this match?
5.5 minutes on the clock left. Jetstar. What's he setting up for here? He's got those arms hooked. Okay. Butterfly powerbomb. Oh, he's actually going for a cover. He's not going to throw him out the ring. And Nemesis taking out Kevin Nash. Nash is distracted. And the Disciples of Darkness pick up their second ever victory over the World Tag Team Champions. This was a very sloppy match. But you know what? The Disciples of Darkness are headed to Over the Limit with a World Tag Team Championship opportunity. I think this match is going to need some kind of special stipulation. You know, you've got to consider things like the fact that this fight got very physical at a lot of points. They need something to really get this out, take care of the situation. But on top of that, I think we need something that's going to keep interference out of the match. Jinder Mahal clearly tried to screw the Disciples of Darkness here tonight. He was unsuccessful in doing so, though. Congratulations to the Disciples on a big victory as we move towards our next match of the night. Tiny Shiny and Trish Stratus in singles competition. I'll just press next match. I don't actually have a tires to change for them.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the from the United Kingdom, Tiny Star.
Well, Tiny Shiny, I believe this is her Season 3 debut here tonight. We've been waiting to see her appear, even though we're already on the second Raw of the season. Neither her nor Trish Stratus will be over the limit bound for a women's championship match, but they could still be on the show for Over the Limit. There are still some openings at the pay-per-view. We'll see how this goes down here tonight, and perhaps what could establish. Oh, she doesn't have her normal team. I might have to set that up. I don't really like it, so I could always just let this one stay. It just took me by surprise. This is pretty generic music, but hey, whatever. Trish Stratus coming on down to the ring here tonight, set to face off against Tiny Shiny. Those are the brightest pants I have ever seen. I forgot they went with a really weird Trish Stratus in this game. I mean, I guess this was just early Attitude Era Trish Stratus. I wouldn't really know. I never got to a point where she debuted. Never saw her or Lita debut, actually. Never got that far. Alright, I can't play this one because Tiny Shiny's in it. Tiny Shiny looks way better in this game than the last one. I don't know what it is, but I think it might be because I did the face morphing, to be honest. I might have actually done a little better at making her look like Saria than I thought I did.
the arm up.
Quite a battle here, and now, oh no, the sleeper hold is locked in.
Tiny Shiny locking in a sleeper hold on Trish Stratus. Is this going to be enough to get a victory this quickly? I mean, the second week in a row, Raw's ended really quick with a submission for the women.
How good is Trish Stratus?
Looking forward to Zack Ryder's match up next. He's up against a mystery opponent. McMahon says none of that funny business like what he pulled on his son.
Hey, Michael.
He's going to make Zack Ryder pay for that. I can't wait to see exactly what he plans on doing. We've been told by Mr. McMahon that due to the nature of the way that Shane McMahon was so brutally attacked by Zack Ryder, he wants justice for his son, and Shane McMahon has decided to settle this by saying, I'll forgive Zack Ryder. I won't press any charges for the damages he did to me on my debut if you give me a shot at his light heavyweight championship. And of course, Mr. McMahon shockingly complied to his son, and there will be a light heavyweight championship match between Zack Ryder and Shane McMahon at Over the Limit. I don't feel like it's a very deserved title shot for Shane. The guy has literally just come onto the scene. We've not really seen him wrestle. We definitely haven't seen him win, but
Caught the leg.
nonetheless, he's been given that shot by his dad. As I say, nepotism at its finest. Mr. McMahon being very subtle with the ways he plays favorites this time around, so he doesn't get fired like he did over on ECW.
Silva has the headlock.
Silva. I'm so excited for this new season still. This, like, hasn't died yet. I still have so many episodes to post of the previous one, but, like, I just want to keep going. I just really enjoy this now. Like, I mean, I say now as if I didn't before. Let me correct that. I did always enjoy this, but, like, being on a new season, you know, I was starting to get a little bored of the very limited roster that I had on 12. I think you just do. By the end of the game, you're just bored of the roster you've got. And obviously, I have to start writing people off and stuff. You know, I had to try and do it as best as I could. But I thought I'd do some storylines to write some people off.
Trish with the arm.
I feel like the Intercontinental Championship story and Batista with the World Heavyweight Championship are probably the best ones I've done to write people off in a while, but that's just me. I don't really remember how I wrote anyone off in the previous season. I don't think they really... A lot of them got a very good send-off, I don't think.
What a head scissor! She's looking to get out of here.
Oh no. What's Tiny Shiny looking to do? Oh, she's angry. She's mad.
Table is getting torn down.
Tiny Shiny does actually... I gotta correct myself because I don't think I did earlier. I have actually got the 3 different attires that Saria made in the previous Superstar Threads video. I have got those for Tiny Shiny again, and I've done attires for Trish Stratus as well. I don't know why I said that I didn't have any Superstar Threads for these guys. I do. Just a 1 count. Trish very quick to kick out. I think I might need to weaken Tiny Shiny's. I think her overall is too high again. Because I usually stand by like default with her. Because I don't really know what to do. But by being default, I think she's like a 70 something, and I think the women are quite low in these games still. Trish will be one of the highest rated, so I guess we'll see. Okay, this feels a little bit unnecessary, Trish. DDT through the announce table. What did Tiny Shiny do to Trish Stratus? Back into the ring goes Trish, and Tiny Shiny gonna follow. She's not been taken out by Trish just yet.
Controlling the arm. Into the collar and elbow tie-up. Only one can come out ahead.
And a headlock, but Trish able to quickly reverse that one. Crucifix, but no cover. Quite a nice graphical improvement from this game to 12, I must say. It looks so much better. Like, the resolution looks smoother. That might just be the TV upscaling it quite well, but I'm not too sure about that. But, like, they look a bit more shiny, a bit more detailed. There's some nice visual improvements. You know, like, the entryway, I've been noticing that. Like, the raw, like, Titantron and stuff just looks a lot better. And, like, all of the Minitrons are in use now rather than, like, just a few. It's really good. There's some nice little visual improvements in 13. I was gonna say, because I don't remember 14 looking as bad as 12 did, and obviously 14 is gonna have more improvements on top of this. 12 didn't look very good, but then for me, I played 12, I remember back in 2012, I played WWE 12 for only a few months, as I've already said many times before, but also, like, I didn't have an HD capture card at the time. I remember I played that one off of, like, a really low quality composite one. It was in, like, 480p. It was, like, really grainy. I think it was a few months into 13 that I got the first HD capture card I got, which was an HD PVR. Which, if you're a starting out YouTuber, if you want some good equipment, don't buy an HD PVR, don't buy an Elgato. Those are like the ones that everyone tells you to buy, and they're both really shitty. Neither of them are good. My recommendation would be something by Ava Media. They are the most affordable, and they're the highest performing. The one I have right now, I don't mind being open and honest about this. I have an LGX from Ava Media, and I got it for 100, just dead on 100. It wasn't reduced. That was its going price. And it's a little bit more higher end in terms of what it needs, because it's USB 3.0, and it's got live feed through. Like, I could play this off of the computer monitor, and the delay is... It's still there, but it's very, very, very tiny. You wouldn't really notice it. You can pretty much play it live off of the computer screen. Which I've done many times. You know, it's pretty much one of the main ways I played through Smash Bros. Ultimate. Was I'd be watching something on the TV, and I'd be playing it through the pass-through on the PC. Or obviously handheld mode, because it's Smash Bros. One or the other. But like an Elgato or an HD PVR, they start at like 150, and they have so many fucking issues. They suck ass. Don't buy them. I had an HD PVR for a very long time, and it was absolutely shit. It would overheat, it would crash a lot, it would just randomly disconnect whenever it felt like it. Bad device. And Elgato I've never heard anything good about. I've never even tried buying one. They're very overpriced. And they have a lot of pass-through issues, from what I've heard. But, there you go. If you're ever planning on starting out, take that suggestion from me. Ava Media is the way to go. They've just recently brought out another LGX, the LGX2, which does 4K. Because I only have the original, which does 1080p. They've got one now that does 4K resolution and like 120 FPS. But I don't actually have a TV that can play 4K. So, I don't need it yet. I am going to get a 4K TV eventually, but at the moment I don't have one. Look at that brilliant roll-up by Tiny Shiny on Trish Stratus. And this competitive matchup between these two. I tell you what, Trish Stratus has had a lot of fighting spirit. Tiny Shiny has been all over her. And for a woman that got put through an announce table, I've got to say Tiny Shiny has really held in very strongly. You can definitely see the detail quality difference between a custom superstar and an in-game though, and I always hated that about the earlier wrestling games. Like, you could really tell that it was a created person. Spinning elbow. Not really sure what Trish Stratus is trying to achieve here. Take the barricade break. I know she's trying to achieve that. I know every wrestler tries to achieve that. That is the moment in wrestling matches that all wrestlers strive for. Because it makes the fans go, OMG! Except it doesn't 90% of the time, because they get really common.
Trish is in trouble.
And Trish seems to be making the same mistake that Vader and Nash made.
She's left the ring. Silva squeezing down on the head.
This kind of reminded me of our last match in some ways.
Neither one of these superstars can afford to. Ouch! Whipped right into that wall. Oh, what a shot! That head's like a battering ram.
Okay. We unfortunately don't have a time limit on this match. I don't know when this one's going to end. It can end at any given moment. I just don't know when or if.
The match becomes incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. And I think the crash into that ring post summed that up. A few more seconds, and this could end in the countout.
Well, I think they're aiming for that, to be honest.
What a fierce kick.
Sorry, it's just wiping my nose. You could hear that.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh.
Stratus measuring Tiny Shiny. Is she going to pick up a much needed win? I gotta say, Trish Stratus is someone who definitely didn't do too well in the last season. Chick kick right across the face. Tiny Shiny pins center of the ring. I really thought this was going to be Tiny Shiny's night. She put on a great performance. I don't really know what went wrong. It's like she just couldn't quite put Trish away. I don't think this is the last time we'll see these two face off. There seems to have been some issues established between the two in this matchup. Either way, we are finished with this one and we move towards our next match of the night. Zack Ryder set to face off against a brand new Raw superstar. And Shane McMahon will be watching this one very carefully, I'd have to imagine. Well, Zack Ryder is not too impressed with the fact that he has to face off against Shane McMahon at Over the Limit. What's interesting enough about this matchup is that due to the nature of how Shane McMahon was put through a barricade, he's requested that he put Zack Ryder through something, maybe a table, so we're having a table match for the Light Heavyweight Championship at Over the Limit. Who's this newcomer that he's going to be facing off against? Well, this is quite an interesting first impression. A very intense feeling guy. You're right for. I'm told that Zack Ryder was going to be made to pay for what he did to Shane. Is this how? This guy seems to really have it out for the fans. These two are about to set off this one-on-one match. Whoa, Brian Pillman a little bit overzealous there. He jumped to the gun a bit. Oh no. What the hell's he doing out here? Referee is unconscious. Zack Ryder and Brian Pillman facing off against one another in the ring as Shane McMahon is charged out to the ring. I guess you can't use chat. And Shane McMahon is in the ring. Zack Ryder. Oh. Whoa. Shane! Buddy! Zack Ryder trying to fight back against Shane McMahon. Dropped him flat down on his face. What the hell is Shane doing? I'm making it quite clear he's not out here to help Brian Pillman either, as this one seems to have broken down into a three-way fight. Shane, you're ruining the debut of someone right now. Brian Pillman being completely disrespected in his debut matchup by Shane McMahon. He's trying to steal the pin, but Shane making it clear as day he ain't working with Brian Pillman either. He doesn't want Brian Pillman picking up a victory over Zack Ryder. He doesn't want anyone picking up a victory. This is his business, and he's decided to take it out on Ryder. I mean, this is not the way that I think Brian Pillman wanted his debut to go, but Shane McMahon arguing with the referee after ruining a matchup that I think a lot of people were maybe looking forward to there. I guess Brian Pillman can debut another day. Here he comes, our brand new Intercontinental Champion. Oh, and look at the gear he's decided to wear. There's someone who's very proud of himself. The Miz begins his second ever reign as Intercontinental Champion. He is the first man to have held that championship in history. Now also historically the first man to have held that championship twice. And a brand new title design at that, as the previous championship was taken away by his best friend, who he helped take it away. Starting to think maybe this was a plan all along, was that the Miz, as said, he dedicated his victory to his good buddy, Johnny. We have to call him Johnny from now on, we're not allowed to say his name. The Miz, proud holder of the Intercontinental Championship for the second time. And it seems like this guy just can't go any period of time without a championship. He's always on the successful side of things. One of the most star-studded and successful guys in the entire business right now. Two-time Intercontinental Champion, former WWE Champion, former Money in the Bank winner, three-time WWE Tag Team Champion. First and only Triple Crown Champion in history. Yeah, I'd say The Miz has definitely put his name on the map pretty strongly. Here comes Justin Gabriel, and The Miz and Gabriel not wasting any time. And apparently, Miz changed his clothes. Okay. That was a little odd. I don't know how he did that. Okay. This is taking a while here. It's supposed to be a fair opportunity for Justin Gabriel to prove himself against The Miz after The Miz stole his spot in the championship scramble. So much for that. Does The Miz fear Justin Gabriel? These two facing off on the entryway.
Orthodox offense. I don't know if I'd say that's unorthodox as much as it is innovative. I think Gabriel's
I don't think this match has officially begun. I mean, I know we got the countdown there, but referee hasn't rung no bell, and there's no countout happening right now. The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, facing off against the guy that could have been Intercontinental Champion if The Miz hadn't stolen his spot. I think Gabriel's going to have a lot of fight in him right now. A lot of pent-up frustration. Oh, no. Need to get these guys off the ramp right now. This is not a place where these two need to be fighting. Jeez. Gabriel only came back from an injury, a couple months ago. Miz too. A couple weeks ago is the difference, though. Looks like The Miz has decided that he wants to settle this inside the ring. Brie Bella waiting by at ringside this whole time for Justin Gabriel, her client. And here we go. Justin Gabriel now looking to try and pick up a very important victory tonight for himself, as this will put him in contention for the Intercontinental Championship. Right now, considered the #1 ranked contender for the Intercontinental Champion. Can that remain coming out of this one? Sorry. Sorry, I'm still not 100. Brie Bella looking on in complete fear as Justin Gabriel seems to be getting manhandled a little bit right now.
An incredible series of moves there. Nobody's budging an inch in this one. And that's a stiff kick. I think after that, I'd be searching in my tights for a white flag I could wave. Miz controlling the head.
Miz. Celebrating himself as only The Miz would. Oof. This wasn't a fair fight. Here comes Heath Slater trying to balance things out after The Miz took a cheap shot on Gabriel. Oh no, he just dropped him straight onto that sledgehammer from Heath Slater. And Justin Gabriel's definitely got a rally of support in his corner right now. Heath Slater, Brie Bella. Miz is definitely outnumbered. Justin Gabriel got dropped flat down on that sledgehammer though.
At what point, King, do those thoughts creep in of what do I have to do to put this match to rest?
Heath Slater doing everything he can to get justice for his partner. And The Miz capitalizing on the fact that the referee is distracted. My god, this guy will stop at nothing.
How can you not be impressed with The Miz?
It's not that I'm not impressed with his actions in the ring, it's his ego.
The referee wisely getting out of the ring too little too late, if you ask me. How is Gabriel still kicking out though? That's my question.
It's been so physical.
A lot of fighting spirit in Justin Gabriel right now. Heath Slater furious at ringside.
Was on display with that head scissors.
Could this be a turning point in the Core's career right now? I mean,
By the Miz.
Miz seems to be victimizing all of them.
How fast is this guy anyway?
That wasn't very accurate.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a...
And now a single leg busted.
Every time Justin Gabriel thinks he's got a moment's offense, The Miz is right back in it. But of course, sledgehammer shots, that little fight on the ramp, a skull-crushing finale. Justin Gabriel doesn't stand a chance right now. The only thing keeping him going is Brie Bella and Slater. Oh god, enough's enough. Just let the guy take the pin. Heath, Brie, you gotta just let the guy take the loss.
The ref's not going to tolerate much more of this. And there he goes, crashing to the floor.
Miz.
The Miz has to be getting under his skin now.
Look at the state of Justin Gabriel's face and chest.
Oh, missed that by a good foot or two.
Brie and Slater clearly distressed at ringside here, trying everything they can to protect Gabriel, and I think The Miz almost had a victory there, but Brie Bella continues to provide a distraction and try to save her boyfriend, I guess you could call him.
Got out of the way of that one. The big boot connects.
Look at Justin Gabriel, my god, how can he even still go? How is the referee still allowing this match to go? Both Slater and Brie have just been kicked from ringside. If they come back out here, it's a disqualification for Justin Gabriel. This isn't the way I think Gabriel was hoping tonight would go. Could he be the comeback kid though? Right now he's definitely getting some offense in on The Miz. A little more than I was expecting, to be honest. Maybe he's got a point to prove here.
The most must-see superstar in WWE history.
Oh my gosh.
There's enough, there's enough. Oh no, not on the head again!
He's looking at it.
He's seriously looking to do this to Gabriel a third time. How can you do that to another human being? Jesus! The Intercontinental Champion picks up a victory, but my god, I've never felt so much sympathy for Justin Gabriel before. My god! Miz is victor. Oh, come on, enough is enough! Justin Gabriel just takes a beating! Slater and Brie not able to do anything about it as The Miz laid waste to Justin Gabriel tonight. Prior to our main event, Randy Orton and Kane set to face off in a one-on-one match. The winner becomes the #1 contender for John Cena's WWE Championship.
Following contest is a #1 Contenders match. Making his way to the ring, representing Stratus, weighing 245 pounds.
Wow, there's a lot more effort put into introducing him, huh? He actually said #1 Contenders match. I didn't realize that was even programmed in. That's kind of cool. Randy Orton and Kane one-on-one in a #1 Contenders match for the WWE Championship, and naturally there's not two guys right now that deserve a shot at John Cena more. Randy Orton is literally 1/3 of the reason John Cena is WWE Champion right now, as he reunited the legacy, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, who are definitely lurking backstage tonight. I think Kane's going to need to watch his back. That might be Randy Orton's favoring factor in this, is the addition of Ted and Cody. Any one of those two coming out here, this becomes 2-on-1. Kane might be a monster, but I don't know if he can handle that, and Randy Orton. This new version of Kane is freakish. We saw the way he absolutely tore John Cena apart last week in the main event.
I'm ready for
And here it goes. Oh, Cena!
Wait a second. What's going on
The
here?
WWE Champion himself
Sneaky attack.
handing a beaten Kane to Randy Orton. Seems to be some kind of conspiracy between Randy Orton and John Cena right now. They seem to be more allies than enemies, for sure. They helped each other when it came to The Undertaker and the WWE Championship, bringing the title to Raw. Cena is clearly associated with a legacy in some extent. I don't believe he's a member, but he's clearly got some kind of association. Kane! Clearly not phased from that attack from John Cena. This is going to be a tough fight for Randy Orton, an uphill battle, no doubt about it.
He drops the elbow. Kane with a devastating counter. He just planted him with a DDT.
So Goldust giving Kane that parting gift. He's really brought out a different side of Kane. Randy Orton is struggling to combat with right now. This is the beast, the absolute machine that held the United States Championship just about a year ago, coming back. Don't underestimate Randy Orton, though. You never know what you're going to be seeing from Orton in this one. Anything, by any means necessary. Cena doesn't want to face Orton. Cena doesn't want to face Kane. I think that's what it stands, what it all comes down to. John Cena was absolutely victimized by Kane last week, and he realized that's not a guy he wants to defend his title against. So maybe Orton's just the better option.
Look at him unloading with the Dez press. That was a ton of velocity.
Don't expect to see too much from Orton in this one, though. Kane is on a roll.
Controlling the waist. And the sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena. Kane from behind.
It's going to be a very interesting match, no doubt about it.
What a nasty
I say two of Raw's best right now.
Look at the presence of mind of Kane to reverse it.
We've been told that Justin Gabriel is completely uncleared to wrestle for the next few weeks. However, a new contender for the Intercontinental Championship will be determined next week on Raw, and in honor of his tag team partner, Heath Slater will be considered a top potential contender just to try and get that bit of revenge against The Miz. But he's got to go through someone else in a contenders match next week on Raw. So Heath Slater could be in big talks for the Intercontinental Championship contention. Be interested to see if he can overcome The Miz, if he can actually get that title shot.
You hear how his leg connected?
You saw how much he wanted to get in the ring and help his buddy out, but Justin Gabriel was in a real predicament there.
And the body contorts in a natural way.
The limit really coming together nicely with so little time to go until we reach it. Just one more episode of Raw and we're there. But at the moment, all we really know is the Disciples of Darkness will be facing for the World Tag Team Championships, and Natalya will be defending against Kelly Kelly. We don't know quite yet who's going to be facing off for the WWE Championship if a contender is determined tonight. I'll tell you what, Kane is definitely putting up a hell of a fight against Randy Orton right now. Despite the attack from the WWE Champion John Cena, it seems to have not even phased Kane.
Kane has the arm. Oh my gosh!
Been so back and forth to start things off between these two. 1 second I feel like Randy Orton may be coming back into it, and then Kane just straight back on the offense.
Great move. And he drops the leg across his opponent. What a fierce kick. Blocked.
Tomorrow night on ECW, the tournament to determine the first ever ECW World Tag Team Champions continues. 2 mystery tag teams set to face off tomorrow night on ECW. Interested to see who's going to be next. Ooh, shoulder first.
High elbow to the face. That's not good. Single leg buster trap being applied. Very damaging submission. And he dodges that one. Orton with a fiendish.
Orton and Kane really back and forth with each other right now. To say either one of these two definitely going to be in the WWE Championship picture for a long time, I'd have to imagine. Reached the ropes apparently. Good for me.
And he hits the drop kick. What impact.
Randy Orton getting all fired up now as he tries to bring it to Kane. But again, Kane just keeps fighting back. Just when Orton thinks he's got him, he definitely does not.
The surfboard is being locked in. Looking for the submission. Hey! And he fights out of it.
Interesting to know that Cody nor Ted have really made an appearance just yet. I kind of figured we'd be seeing them at ringside for this Contenders match. 8 punches in, Kane able to throw him off with no struggle whatsoever. Just absorbing those blows from Orton. Orton now starting to get cocky, starting to get confident. He thinks he's got this.
Oh, did you see that knee? The Viper.
The Viper! Glad that's still here.
Holy mackerel. Oh, what a painful kick.
Okay, he has his actual signatures now, doesn't he? Oh yeah, look at that one. Yay. Randy Orton, is he going to be able to connect with an RKO and defeat Kane? He got it! Oh, that is a way better RKO animation. My god. I was worried it was going to be that same shitty one from 12. That was way better. He like slid into it and everything. And Kane kicks out at 2. I actually didn't release that, by the way, everyone. That was a genuine kick out at 2 from the game. We have just witnessed someone kick out of the RKO and then just start laying into Orton like it's nothing. So much blood this year. You're going to be seeing so much blood. God, it's like the RKO awoke something in Kane. He's gotten more vicious. And here comes Ted. Ted DiBiase. Coming for backup for Orton. What is with people who've tried sledgehammers in the ring? What the hell? Oh, I saw Batista bust that one out a while back. My god, Ted is not providing a very good distraction. It's not helping. Got the referee's attention. He doesn't have... Wait, what? Kane! I didn't know Kane had move thief. That really doesn't suit him. Kane right now looking to become #1 contender for the WWE Championship as he lays into Orton. Look at Ted begging, pleading for something to happen. Some kind of distraction to pay off on Kane here. It's just not working. Orton is getting victimized. That is a guy who took an RKO. Oh, here comes Orton. Fighting back. Stand corrected. Oh, okay. Kane just shoving him off. My God. Cover attempt by Kane. Wow, that kick out meter is way better. I can actually see where the kick out is. It's a bright enough red. Thank you. Fuck me, I didn't realize how shit 12 was. Orton's trying to lay into Kane right now. I think he's a little overwhelmed at how much Kane has been able to lay into him.
Nice reversal. Kane.
Okay. About to do a comeback, Kane. Oh, here we go. Orton now. Oh yeah, he didn't reverse it. Ah, more improvements from the shitty 12 shit. The shitty 12 shit.
Look.
What's this? Oh, what the hell? When the hell did Randy start doing that? Oh my god. Oh my god, this could be enough. He doesn't have the punt kick anymore? Are you kidding me? I'm giving him back the punt kick. He's getting back the punt kick. And Randy Orton somehow managed to struggle and fight his way back into getting victory over Kane. And I don't know whether he's got Ted, John Cena, or himself to thank for it. But he did it. That was a hell of a main event battle. Randy Orton showing us exactly the amount of fight he's got in him. I cannot believe we just saw someone overcome Kane after realizing his full potential, after seeing what he was capable of last week on Raw. Well, Randy Orton is bound for Over the Limit and a WWE Championship match with John Cena. I don't think we've seen the last of Kane though. Wow, what a battle. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night on ECW.